was built by you. It was built by we together. We people. And so you're just as much a part of this journey as any one of us are. And as the lyric in the song says, this house is not for sale. It talks about the picture on that cover. It's a very proud old house with deep roots, a lot of history. And as the first line of the song says, these four walls have got a story to tell. And that represents the four original members of the band, all four original members of the band. But when it gets to that chorus and it says, this heart, this soul, this house was not for sale. I could not compromise, and there was just no way that I was willing to let go of a 30-plus year legacy when I believed that the future was still very bright for the band to go forward. That we know that this house is this house that we built together. Living with the Ghost was the second song you heard there, and the thing about these songs is when we write them, they come from the purest of places. They come from a place inside you that sometimes you don't know how, but they come. And when they do, they mean something specific until the day comes that we share them. And that's when everything turns, and these songs over the years have become yours. So whether Tommy and Gina were fictional characters or not, they became you and your friends and your buddies. And like Frankie said, I did it my way. I was writing about Frank Sinatra. And you guys all looked me in the eye and you said, oh no, that's me. That's my pal. That's my friend. That's my life. I said, okay. And that's what this house is. Because now that I see the social media world we live in, people posted these pictures all over and they said, this house is not for sale. And I thought, look at that. They took it and made it their own. It's your place or your relationship or your football team or your kid's school or your, whatever it is for you. That's what's so great. That's what's so great about our relationship. And then on Living with the Ghost, I used a lot of imagery. It's probably the most vulnerable I've ever been on a record. But 6, 7 years ago, when I wrote Young Guns, I wrote that whole record one summer, and people said, man, there's a lot of vulnerability, a lot of hurt going on in your life. And I said, no, that's not me. It's Billy the Kid. I was too young to admit that I was that vulnerable and that hurt me. 26 years later, I don't have anything to hide behind. I've got something to say and nothing to prove. And this record, it's 50 minutes of the truth. So when I broke down that bridge for you and I said, I saw this man wash his feet in the church holy water. It worked up to his knees, from his arms to his neck, and I'm in over my head. He was crying, trying to get some relief. I was trying to get some relief. I had this dream. That man was me. It was a dream I had one night, and I rolled over and I wrote it all down. And that became the bridge of the song. The rest of the song speaks for itself, but it just goes to show you that this was my journey. You take it, you make it yours. So that's Living with the Ghost. We'll move on, and I got a lot more stories to tell you tonight. So this will probably be the second single. This is one I think you may have also heard on those instant grats in this world in which crazy business of music that I live in now. But it's probably comes from the point of view of the 18-year-olds still with their chips on their shoulders. This one is called Knockout.